Testing 1, 2. Is this good? Is this good? Testing. Alright, bet. Testing 1, 2. Testing 1, 2. Alright, bet. So this shit's echoing because I got two fucking Johns, so I'm gonna mute that. Alright, man. I did it. I did it. Alex, 23 Beast Mode, thanks for the follow. Zay Joda, thanks for the follow. Sigma Whiskey, thanks for the follow, man. Thanks for the follow, man. I guess this is what it comes with, you know. I'm putting in the work. I'm staying consistent as much as I can, you know, as much as I desire, because you know I got to keep the journey going. I got to, you know, do what I got to do. So I came to a conclusion about like just life in general, and I really just got it down to the most simplest point of why you are in the position we are, right? I finally realized about this whole thing about the whole value thing, and like I gotta brush my mustache. All right, focus on it. Value, man. I get it now. I understand it now. I understand like why this time now I can understand the difference between value. Like it's two types of ways you can grow your value, right? You can either be of small value, of very small value, to a massive group of people. These are celebrities, these are just super famous people. You're just being super famous, right? Popularity, right? Or you can be of large value to a large scale of people. I mean, it's not a large scale, a small scale of people. That's the two ways to differentiate to grow value, right? So if you want to grow your value, there's two things you got to do. You either got to grow your network and your connections, or you just got to increase your skill sets or what you just have to offer in this world. This value, man. You know, and value is always going to be measured in particular of the type of person that you are connecting with, or the type of person that you are connected with. So, like for example, like you know, I'm very valuable. I'm someone who's very valuable to my mom. That's a perspective of value. But some stranger down the walking past the street, I have no value towards. Get it? If I was a doctor, I would be considered very valuable to a sick person. Get it? If I was if I was someone who owned a gas station, I would be of little to no value to someone who owned a Tesla. Now you see what I'm saying? And now I finally understand value in it. I feel like I've always had to understand the value, of course, but I figured out the way to expand my value, and I decided to make a decision on that today. So, you know, some news today, or some news recently that I've been getting into, some things I've been getting into. If you follow me on Instagram, you've probably seen a couple of my stories. Making some connections, been networking out here, and I've decided to get my life insurance license. Decided to get a license in life insurance, and also I'm working towards it right now. I'm taking classes for it, you know, grinding it up, back in school in some sort of way to get my license in life insurance. You know, I've been working 12 fucking hours a day. That's one. I've been now studying. While I'm working, I'm also studying. And at the same time, I'm still running my business. I'm doing it all, man. That's what it takes. That's what you need to do, man. And then, you know, at the end of the day, like I like to get my stream in, man. I like to grow my personal brand. I like to stay connected with you guys. And you know, I always say my personal brand is always going to be based off what I just enjoy doing or what I'm currently doing. I'm just going to be able to share with y'all in the way that I want to share it. So as far as my business ventures and grind journey, I'm going to just display it in a way where I can just rant to y'all and talk to y'all, and give my point of view and everything. Feel me? So yeah, life insurance. Why'd I get involved? Because I wanted to be able to, like, I see a point in my life, like, I hold value to, I feel like I have things that I can offer, right, in this world. And I feel like those things that I know are only valuable to people that are really, really close to me. They're extremely close network. I can provide a lot of value to those people. But I feel like on a service level or just on a handshake basis, I wasn't able to provide a lot of value, you know, to those type of people. I can't shake someone's hand, introduce myself, and from that point forward, I can't make myself valuable to that person, which has kind of helped me determine why I am in a position I am currently. And I'm not saying that I'm in a terrible position, but I've always had higher and higher and higher standards. That's just how it's going to be with me. Like, my standard is always going to be growing. I don't feel like I'm in a lacking position. I just feel like on average, I don't feel like I'm in a lacking position, but I have goals. I got things I want. I got things I want to achieve. I feel like I need to be at a certain level. And for me to achieve that certain level, I had to increase my value. I got to increase my value. I got to be able to shake somebody's hand, introduce myself, and from that moment forward, I am of value. I can be of value to that person. So that's why I'm pursuing getting a license in life insurance. You know, it's cool to just be able to help other families, in financial situations, help other families, build their bloodlines and secure their bloodlines. I feel like that's very valuable. I don't know, like, I feel like that's very valuable, and it comes of huge interest to me to be able to be in position to be able to do that. So I'm getting my license in that, and that's what I'm gonna do moving forward. And I want to say this, like if you ever want to just grow in your life, try to find a way to just fucking increase your value, man. Learn a skill. Think about it. You could be a guy, right? And you have probably like 300 contacts of just males similar like you in similar situations. And if you were that guy, why not learn how to cut hair? Here's why. Because now you're just no longer just a friend. You could be a value in a friend, or you could be a value of just a slight connection to play basketball with. Bro, these values are very small. It's not that important. But just having a skill as simple as just being able to cut hair, you've now become someone who can be potentially of value to all 300 of those guys, because every guy is fucking getting a haircut every 2-3 weeks, maybe once a month. Now you can be of potential value to that specific person when they need you. And bro, that can play a huge factor in your future income. Let me make sure my fucking stream is not. If the sound is cooked, I'm be cooked. If the sound is cooked, testing. Testing. The sound is cooked. All right, testing. All right, cool. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I decided, like, I'm gonna increase my value, man. I'm not gonna cut hair, right? That's not me. I don't think that's my way of increasing my value. I would like to be able to say every guy, every woman, every family member, I can be of value to them. That's what I wanted. That's something I desire. I got involved in a business like this, I want to be involved in a business where I can be of value to anyone I meet. And at the same time, I want to be able to grow and connect with as many people as possible. That's why I create content. I want to be able to connect to people who can relate to me. And all those people I relate with and connect with me and feel my vibe, I can be of value to them. I can do business with them. I can work with them. I can meet with them. I can network with them. That's what I want. That's what I desire for myself. And I think if you want to grow, you got to be able to want to do the same thing for yourself. You got to want to be able to network, connect, and grow. All the billionaires, bro, they're literally billionaires just because they are of value to millions of people. Hold on. Cooking right now. That's what I'm saying. I really be in this joint cooking, like. Look at this thing cooking, man. Hold up. I'll be back. So yeah, I gotta be of value, man. I gotta be of value. In order for me to do that, I wanted to get involved in an industry like this where I can help families, connect with people, change lives with a simple connection. Yeah, what it is, man. I think I lived a life where like I was having a dilemma. Like, yeah, I run business. I make money. I made probably over like $200,000 online in my history of just online business in the past 3 to 4 years. And I've always wondered, like, those businesses that I ran, like, it was always behind the scenes. Like, yeah, I was of value to those people, right? But it was such a small margin of people. I was super valuable to a small group of people. And I want to be valuable to everybody I ever meet. That's what I want. Anybody I ever meet, I want to be able to be of value to them. So that's why I set this goal for myself to become as valuable as possible to as much people as possible. All the millionaires, all the billionaires, you look at them, they are super valuable to a large group of people. Bruh, they're so valuable. Man, that's what it is. That's what it takes in this world, man. If you want to become wealthy, what I've learned is just become as valuable as possible to as super valuable to so many people. That's all it takes. You're gonna get where you want to go, and you got to figure out what you got to do to become super valuable to a lot of group of people. How does it become a lot of group of people? You got to put yourself out there. How do you become super value? You got to obtain the skills. You got to obtain the resources. You got to obtain the network to do that. That's all it's gonna take. That's all it's gonna take. I got like this curly ass fucking mustache curl. I gotta comb my fucking mustache now. One piece of hair fucking growing on my face. Anyways, that's what I'm saying, man. So I'm out here like, that's next goal, man. I'm getting this now. What's next? Let's keep growing. Let's keep going. Clippers, put me out there, man. I'm trying to be out there, bro. I'm just here to increase my value to as many people as fucking possible. And if y'all watching this shit, if y'all probably stumble up upon this on YouTube, TikTok, whatever, bro, just do it. If you look at your life, bro, telling you your value, your network, how many people, what kind of people you know in your life, your skills, what kind of services can you offer to people? What can you do for people? That's skills, bro. These things are super huge when it comes to your value. And if you ever want to just figure out, you know, why you are in your position that you're in, just look at those things. Look at your friends. Look at how much connection you have in general. Some of y'all might just have 5 or 1 connection introverts out there. Oh, I only talk to 1 to 2 people a day and go to my job. If your only value is just doing something for someone for 15 fucking dollars an hour, if your only value is putting groceries in the bag or putting fries in a fucking bag, then that's gonna be your fucking value because that's what you limit yourself to. But if you're more capable, if you know more, you're gonna be more valuable naturally. It's just gonna come. It's just gonna come, and things are just gonna start coming your way. And you're just gonna be like, boom, 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 boom. And you can see yourself, your life growing. Like I feel like if you're gonna like, all right, if you're gonna have a network of low value people, you better know 100,000 low value people. You better be able to connect with 100,000 low value people. This is what a lot of celebrities have. They have a lot of low value fans, a lot of low value connections, a lot of low value followers. But it's on a massive scale that they become super valuable. But for someone like a real estate agent who may only talk to, instead of hundreds of thousands of people looking for homes, they might just talk to 100 rich, wealthy people and stay connected in that circle. That's how the value grows, bro. Think, like, I want to really think. You want everybody, if you ever watch this shit, bro, this value and this wealth and this money shit, it's literally down to two things: your connections and network, how large and what type of connection or how large your connections are, your network is, and what kind of skills that you can provide. That's all it is, man. Nothing more to it. So the only way you're gonna be able to grow in this fucking world is if you just increase or grow one of those. Now my goal is to do both. And if it takes me working 12 hours a day, streaming for an hour or so a day, to putting out the content every single day, connecting with as many people as possible, shaking as much hands, taking care of myself, growing myself, that's what I'm gonna fucking do. That's all it is to it. So yeah, man, that's just what I've been going through. That's how I've been feeling, and I decided to get in and involved in life insurance, because everybody got a life in this world. If I gotta help them and help their families in some sort of way, I feel like I'm of value now. But no, it's not a passionate thing. It's not a passionate thing to just the service is a passionate. I feel like the action of just helping people and servicing people I'm pretty cool. I love doing that. I like helping people out in ways that I can. But it's value, man. Another thing, man, bro, when it comes to money, man, just sell some shit. Life is sales. I also came to a conclusion to that. We need to just change the way we see sales. Like, a lot of people think sales is like this little sharky fuck ass thing, where you're just getting manipulated to do something, bro. Every single day you have to sell yourself. Every single day. When you apply to college, you're selling yourself. You're telling them the benefits of bringing you onto your college. You're selling yourself. You're selling yourself. When you try to get a girl, you're selling yourself to that girl. That's all it is. You're just selling yourself to them. And if they like you, they take you. They'll take you. When you're creating content, you're selling yourself in forms of entertainment. You're selling yourself because you're looking to sell. You're looking to trade your skills for attention. That's the new money. The new money is, instead of trading, it's attention you're now trying to get. You're selling yourself in that way. Everything is sales and influence. Everything in this fucking world, bro. Stock market, sales. Stock going up, usually something business related. Business is sales. You're influencing more people to buy. You're influencing more people to sell. That's sales. That's all it is, bro. Everything's fucking sales. So if you're just wondering, the number one skill to have is to be able to sell and influence at this point yourself, a service. Just sell. That's it. There's nothing more. That's another thing. Like, a lot of niggas, this whole world is fucking sales and convincing, and that's the only way you can make it up in this fucking world. By selling and convincing yourself constantly to people. Whether you're a fucking barber, you're still selling your services. Maybe you're not hyperly cold calling them when they don't want to be bothered. No, but you're still selling yourself. You're convincing other people to take advantage of you in exchange for money. Content creators who just make money off of ad revenue. They're selling them. They're further from they're further away from the transaction. They're still selling. They're just further away from the transaction. That really goes on, because now they're selling themselves for attention and views, but they're just selling themselves. They're still selling themselves, and those attention and views are brokered off for sales, for ad revenue. That's all it is. But it's still fucking sales. Their views are sold to a company. Their attention is sold. They're just further away from the transaction, but they're still selling. That's another thing I like. I'm like, yo, this shit still sells. Those Twitch streamers are selling subs. Sales. That's how they make money. You gotta sell yourself. When you get on that job application, that resume, you're selling yourself. You're selling yourself to the company. I am worth $14 an hour. Here's why I'm worth $14 an hour. Will you take me? Are you gonna buy me for $14 a fucking hour? Yes, that's you selling yourself. That shit ain't shit changed, man. So whatever you know, if niggas got a whole problem with sales in this world, bro, shut your bitch ass up. That's my message. Shut your bitch ass up. Everything sells. So either get with the program or be a dumbass like I don't give a fuck. I really don't care about anybody like niggas who disagree. Fuck it, I don't care. That's another thing. So I'm just like, it is what it is. They say what they say. They feel how they feel. But I see the world the way it is. I simplify the way the world is. Like a lot of niggas complicate this shit. Like they sitting here wondering, like they got the victim mindset. Like, oh, I'm black. I can't do this because I'm black and I never introduced this. Well, now you know about it, bro. You on this fucking internet. Figure out what you need to figure out, bro. Yeah, don't make me get into that speech. Figure this shit out. Grown ass man making complaints. Grown ass man still acting like a victim. How you 20 plus years old still blaming like somebody else for why your life is the way it is? How's that even possible? Like you grown as shit, still blaming somebody else. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here, man. I met somebody today at the office, and she was like, I'm asked her, I'm like, so how'd you get to this country and you get into this position of like life? She's like, well, I'm from Bulgaria. Is the girl? She's like, I'm from Bulgaria, and me and my family we applied, and it's almost like she's like when we applied to come to the United States, it's like a lottery system to basically get chosen, and luckily for us, I was able to go. A fucking lottery, bro. And she wasn't complaining. She was just feeling like it's a blessing for her to even be here. And when she came here, she's like, I was working a job. She's like, I didn't fucking come here to just like work a normal job, like bartending. I want to make the most out of my life, this opportunity. I'm in America. She understood that shit. A lot of niggas come here and they just, a lot of niggas already here, actually. No, a lot of niggas come here do great. But a lot of niggas already here just bullshitting and complaining. Man, still the same old shit. I can't even listen to it anymore, man. I can't listen to a nigga from here complaining about a situation. You get it, man. Suck it up. Do what you got to do now. Time to make shit happen. Man. 12 hours a fucking day. 11:30, man. Come back, stream, and I'm cooking. No excuses. Oh, damn. Oh, I gotta cook. I don't know how to cook. Niggas complaining like grown ass men. Well, grown ass men, bro. Oh, bro, why don't you cook? I don't. They just whine like, oh, I don't know how to cook, man. Like, my mom didn't teach me how to cook, bro. You don't get on the fucking internet and Google that shit. You got ChatGPT, bro. You don't follow. All you do cooking is just following instructions to a point. If you want to be really good, you just become a natural at this shit. I mean, just these noodles to make sure you're not hard as shit. Grown ass men be complaining about not being able to cook. Or this shit is hard. So they keep wasting all their money eating out because they don't know how to cook. That's their excuse. I don't know how to cook. I don't know how to cook. Well, how the fuck do you learn how to play video games? You took a chance and you started doing it, and now you played it every single day, and then you learned, and then boom, now you know how to fucking play video games, right? So when you got the same excuse when it comes to like basic shit like washing your clothes and cooking, you just sound like a bitch ass nigga after a while. You sound like come on with these excuses, man. Like I said, I'm trying to take the word can't out of the other stream. I said I'm trying to take the word can't out of my trying trying to take the word can't out of anything I feel like I can't do, I gotta figure it out. I have to. I can't say I can't do it. I gotta figure out how I'm gonna make it happen. At the moment, I always say at the moment, maybe at the moment I'm not able to, but I'll be able to soon. I'm gonna figure it out. That's my limit. I have to reword it like that. I ain't never gonna be like, oh, I can't. No, I'm not bringing it to my shit. No, I can't. I can't do that. Now I'm saying can't. I'm not gonna do that. I can do whatever I want to do. I'm not gonna. I check. A man should never say can't. You ever watch Love and Basketball? You know. A man should never say can't. I ain't gonna lie. Creating your own income is like I would grade as like one of the greatest things you could probably figure out how to do. Just being able to say, I could do this for you, and they give you money in exchange for you doing that action. That's creation of money. That's creation of income. And you time when your money's not exchanged for time, but it's exchanged for an action. I cut your hair. I'll do your nails. I'm gonna connect you with this person. I'll find you the best property. When you're getting paid for an action instead of the time that you're spending on the action, that's a really, really good feeling. So what happens is once you learn how to do it one time, you know you can do it 10 times. You can do it 10 times, you can do it 20. You can duplicate it over and over and over again. And I'm big on that. Like, I'm big on just trading your money for fucking action instead of just time. I'm big on that, man. Obviously, it takes time when you're doing certain actions. Obviously, it takes time to do this. Like an entrepreneur might only make $80 and probably work 100 hours prior to that, but that $80 transaction of him doing that specific moment in action, we're gonna skip. We might forget all. We're gonna forget all about all the phone calls we made. We're gonna forget about all the people we messaged. We're gonna forget about all the ads we put up before that. But that moment of the transaction, that's all we really care about because we know we could do it again. The hard work, the hours we put in before was mostly the learning phase. And then once we figure out how to do it once, we could just do it again and again and again. We know what it takes. I think about that all the time for my business, like supply and demand for me when it comes to business, right? I already figured out how to make money in my business. Just make a sale. I have to probably have this much people contact me, and then I can make a sale maybe on this many people. So 10 people had messaging me up. I'll probably make a sale on 3 out of 10 people. All right, I know how to do it. Now, how can I do that 30 times? Then I need 100 people to hit me up for it to happen 30 times. Or maybe I need 150 to hit 30 times. Who knows? Maybe the range will go down. But I understand it and I can duplicate it over and over again. And all you have to do is figure out how do you get to that point where the 150 times contact you or how 150 times hit you up. And these are the other things you got to learn. When you learn how to do it and you master it, it's a new skill. Your value, obviously, you're increasing your value, then boom, you're making shit shake. That's all it takes for real. I really love the beauty behind it all. Like, it's like me cooking, man. I'm making this pasta for like the second fucking time. I'm gonna show you, man. Look at this shit. Duplication, man. I haven't been eating this pasta. This is fresh. I just cooked this shit. Mixing it all up. 'Cause, you know, I need to meal prep this shit. I can't be cooking every day, bro. I'll be working too long. I can't say can't. I'm not gonna be cooking every day. I gotta get that in the habit. But yeah, like it's what it takes, man. Sometimes you gotta just make the same shit. You know it's good. I bought this stuff fresh today. Let me taste. Hold on, I need all that. My God. I need all that. All that, all that, all that. I need to have a family meeting, man. I have a family meeting. I get it. I get why the kids go to college. Because there's this thing in their head that tells them, which I agree with. You do become very like this is true. When you go to college, you increase your value, right? Fuck. When you go to college, damn, this shit hot as fuck. All right, there we go. Woo, this shit hot. When you get that degree, you quote unquote increase your value, right? You know, that's what they say. You increase your value, boom. Shit, I'm on stream right now. All right, let me get back to it, man. So when you all right, so like I understand the whole college, the idea behind college and why it's good for success. And I like I said before, I agree. I now think people should go to college. I'm not against it, but it's two things they shouldn't do. They shouldn't make college super expensive. They need to manage their money properly. That's one. And then when they're in fucking college, they need to make as many connections as possible. If you're in college and if you're paying $100,000 over 4 years, you better come out of that thing with $100,000 worth of connections and a $100,000 degree. You know what I'm saying? All right. Make those friends you're supposed to make in college. Don't be just sitting there just fucking doing your schoolwork and partying. Make those friends, man. Make those connections with those people who can be of value. And that's why it's good to be a fraternity brother. And now I understand it. The idea behind fraternity too. It's like it almost forces them to make connections and friends. The value of having a network is huge. So I get it now. There's a point in time where I was like thinking I don't need to fucking pay for friends or whatever. Like I don't need that. It's not, but it wasn't really about this. Like fraternity is huge. Having a network, having a brotherhood is huge. Because you never know where they could take you in the future. You never know. Never know. Looking this shit up right now, man. I'm hungry. I need an active chat. I got like 4 viewers, but niggas don't be talking to me. Like, where niggas from? Hmm. Some of these days, I'm gonna see if I can stream from the office that I have access to now. Give niggas a peek of what it looks like working on your value. Working on your network. Repo. So yeah, that's what I just want to put out for everybody today. That's the vibe of the stream. You know, I got some shit planned. Got some shit in store. I'm gonna share it all, man. I'm gonna share it all for you. So I'm gonna continue locking in. I gotta take these classes. I'm gonna catch you on the next stream, man. I'm out. All out. Take care.